another little detail of fun when you're not working with professionals. I said, okay, well, let me have at least the sound recording that your sound man did with the microphones. There was a microphone built into the Canon 7D. We all, the industry knows that that is not a good place to start. Let alone that we're working in an echo chamber. I don't know if you can tell here, but this is basically just a gigantic cement room echo chamber. So the microphone is only 50 feet away in an echo chamber. So to work with my sound, we'll talk about it in a minute. Oh, 13 minutes, I'm running out of time quick. We'll talk about it in a second, but what I did is I actually found down here that, hey, most of my takes, somewhere in the red here, we had good takes all the way through. I think I ended up choosing the red timeline for one reason or another and saying, okay, I have to eliminate all the other soundtracks and choose one track of audio and make everything conform to that track of audio. Let's move on, because this is getting boring without seeing anything moving on screen. Okay, let's shift Z again. Now I'm just going to start showing you here that now I've reduced all my audio tracks down here to one. I re-imported my music hiding down here from Soundtrack Pro, but you can see up here that there's my audio track of my original reference. And now I have the best of the best of the best. All the stuff that I thought worked. And there's occasionally a little bit of an overlap because as I went through the edit, I wasn't really sure where I wanted this shot to end. Now I'm going to start playing something so it'll get interesting here. Right up. Okay, again, just because I've learned from 20 years of experience to cover your ass as much as possible when you're not working for yourself. When you're working for somebody else, you always have to have the ability to go back one step or go back 2 steps. So instead of cleaning up this timeline and removing all these shots that I wasn't actually using, I left them there. All these shots below it, just in case the director said, no, no, no. That take right there, she did something wrong and we need to go to the wide shot that pops up here. Okay. So I guess why don't I show you okay, so then I like to export, excuse me everybody, but I like to export a flat version of this so I can put it in the archive. So I export a flat version of this, and rather than having Final Cut Pro going back and forth between all these different places on the hard drive, I created a flat version of the movie, and then I bring it back into Final Cut so that I can play the whole thing out. Why don't I show you, then maybe I'll talk to you about some of the audio mess that we had to do to get here. Don't worry, this is only 2 minutes and 20 seconds of your life that you will never get back. Oh, let's see, how do we do that on full screen? How about I just play back the QuickTime movie right from the hard drive? That'll probably be good. I'll show you guys know how to do that. This one, yeah, what is it? It's like F12? But if you, what? Command F12. Okay, well, I've already got this up here, so here we go. Oops. Whichever comes first. Go away menu. Now, I am absolutely positive that that looks like 17 hours worth of work, doesn't it? Yeah. You know, let's talk about some of the worst case scenarios. Was let me turn this down. Okay, Mr. Fan Man. Oh, I didn't like Mr. Fan Man, because he in particular did a different performance every time. Gee, I wish I had time to just show you the joke of what this was. How this guy did this time. And then the next time he did something different. I mean, you'd kind of have to study him. He just looks like he's flailing stuff around. You know, but there, you can see he didn't go down on his knees that time, and then this time he does something different. The people in the background walk different directions off the set. It's all just a complete mess. So if it even looked like it was one coherent thing, then we succeeded, because it was just a madness to get it there. The other thing was in Soundtrack Pro. I can't say that I'm an expert in Soundtrack Pro. I was telling Misha earlier that I just kind of feel like I go like this in Soundtrack Pro and just, please do something good. But then, you know, I basically allowed myself 30 minutes. I said, for 30 minutes, take this into Soundtrack Pro, and I applied phaser and stereo effects and equalization and compression and all the stuff to try and make it, if you could actually hear that on a pair of Sennheiser headphones, it actually sounds pretty decent. Nice, rich bass. Oh, there's even an add subwoofer function. There is add sub bass in Soundtrack Pro. So I just kept poking at it until it sounded good enough, and I said, that's my half an hour, I'm done.